Hello, welcome to Health Talk. I'm Dr. Manny. With Americans set to spend more than $900 billion this year on holiday shopping, there's one gift we should all consider adding to our list: giving the gift of hope to thousands of children suffering from cancer. Joining me now is actress and National Outreach Director for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, Marlo Thomas, and 13-year-old leukemia survivor, Allie. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr.
I love doing these segments because it is so inspirational. And I'm a big supporter of St. Jude's Children's Hospital. I think a lot of people are. So, Marlo, you are,
I'm out there.
You're out there.
I am.
Let's talk about this year's campaign, the Thanks and Giving campaign.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
Well, it costs $2.4 million a day to keep St. Jude healthy and vital. And because we have a research center and a treatment center under one roof,
Right.
We're talking about a big expense for each child to have both a scientist and a doctor on their case. And then my father made this fantastic promise on his founding day, and that was that no family would ever pay St. Jude for anything. And as a doctor, that how expensive treatment is, but we not only pay for treatment, we pay for travel and housing and food.
Right.
And Allie and her parents lived at Target House for about 9 months when you're only left 9 months old, right? Mm-hmm. And Allie's what it's all about. I mean, all
Right.
this work and all this asking for money and having these campaigns, it is about having somebody like Allie, who came to us at 9 months old with AML, which, as you know, is much more difficult than ALL
Right.
to cure. And at that point, it was a 55% survival rate. And now we're up to a 70% survival rate. This is a very tough leukemia.
So let me bring it back.
Yes. I know. Once I start talking about
I
can't
because
stop.
I want to put things in perspective for folks out there. The mission of St. Jude is it's a miracle. What your father did, the promise to St. Jude, please, which I read because I'm a devotee of St. Jude myself. And it became a reality, and we all know what the hospital does. But what I want people to know is the quality of the hospital.
Right, yes.
This is the #1 ranked cancer children's hospital in the country.
Right.
And for somebody that, I'm the chairman of one of the biggest hospitals, I know how competitive it is to keep those rankings.
Well, I think the idea that there's a research center and a treatment center equally, as you know, a lot of hospitals have a research department.
Right.
But this is a research center.
Right.
That's what it is.
And research is expensive.
Very.
And there's very little
Right.
federal dollars
That's
nowadays
right.
that
Yeah.
go to
we
research.
have to raise it.
You have to raise it. And that's
since
why the money is important.
And since we don't have any paying customers,
Right.
and we're not for profit,
then you gotta get it somewhere.
as my dad used to say, he's a proud beggar. So he raised all of us proud beggars to go out and say, okay, they call us America's hospital for a good reason. The kids come from all over America. Allie
Right.
came from Chicago. She now lives in New York. So the money comes from the people of America. American people provide the funds for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
So, Allie, let me bring you back, and I'm so happy, and God bless you that you have beaten this problem.
Yep.
How was it, when you got there to St. Jude's? You liked it, or?
I don't remember much of it since
Yeah.
I was 9 months old.
Yeah.
And so I know that St. Jude is like family to me.
Right.
It's so nice going back there. It's like meeting extended family.
Right.
It's amazing.
And I know you still frequently have to visit just to
Right.
get your annual checkup. So it's been many years. When you have children's hospital, the kids, they sometimes they don't know what's going on
Right.
from a disease perspective. Mm-hmm. But how is the ambience there for children? Do they I know that they are dealing with their disease processes,
Right.
but is the place a place where children are happy? Do the staff they go above and beyond?
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. That is exactly. I think that, and I think getting to these national rankings, when you look at the quality of patient care, but also the humanity of patient
Well,
care.
we deal with
Yeah.
the whole child, and what's I think exciting about St. Jude is we try to give the children as normal a life as possible.
Right.
Every Tuesday we have dogs come for them to play with.
Right.
We have prom nights. We have clown day.
There you go.
We have
That's
birthday
what I wanted to
parties.
hear.
We pull the kids in red wagons instead of wheelchairs.
Right.
The whole idea is to be as
Exactly.
normal as possible, and also we have school. The children are up to date with their schooling. If they go home,
Really?
maybe, oh yeah, our teachers are involved with their teachers.
So
if they go home for a month, they can go right to their class and catch up.
That's the part that I wanted to also show.
Well, she was so young, but
Yeah.
but now the important thing for Allie, which is another thing we do at St. Jude, is she's part of our after completion therapy program, which is the largest in the country, probably the world. So we follow Allie for the rest of her life,
Right.
so that we know what her chemo or radiation, whatever treatment she had, how that has affected her life. How's her hearing, how's her eyesight, how's her liver,
Yeah.
is she going to be able to have children, all of the things that we need to follow. So, because when we do that, then we can say, okay, this radiation, this was too much radiation, this is what we can do now.
And that's the proper way to do it.
And all of the adjustments that we make.
All right. I know you always have celebrities in your. Who are the usual suspects?
Yes, we have
this
them.
year?
Well, we have the same people almost every year. Every
Right.
year we do, except for God bless Robin Williams. He's not with us anymore, and he was so great for 12 years. We have Jimmy Kimmel and Jennifer Aniston and Michael Strahan and Sofia Vergara and Luis Fonsi. Pretty good, right?
Good.
And they all give up their time freely, and they're so great with the children.
Absolutely.
And these spots, these television spots, are not just about having stars, which is great because it causes attention, but the information that they're imparting, the parents really hear. Jennifer Aniston got a thank you note from a mother of St. Jude and said, "You saved my daughter's life because I saw your television spot. I understood more about what was wrong with my kid, and I asked for an MRI, and in fact, my child had what you were talking about."
All right. One of the last questions. In the intro, I mentioned, this is the shopping season.
Yes.
And this is why we do this segment with you every year. How are you working with retailers in campaigns for this?
Yes. Well, we have
season?
60 partners, and I won't name all of them.
Right.
If you go to stjude.org, you can see who the partners are, and you can also make a donation there yourself. But we have great partners like Best Buy and Kmart and Williams-Sonoma and Pottery Barn and Kay Jewelers and Brooks Brothers and just Ann Taylor, just great sponsors. And when you go there, they're going to ask you to leave $1 for the children of St. Jude, and they just add it to your bill, or $2 or $10 or whatever you've got. Well,
all right, so everybody out there, support the stores that support St. Jude. It's a simple formula.
Yeah.
All right, well, I thank you both for, especially you for being here. I love you and what you do. Give me where people can get more information as the last thing.
Thank you, Dr. Manny. stjude.org. You go to stjude.org and you will learn. You can learn stories about other children. You can learn about our science.
Right.
And I don't know that I mentioned, but every child has a scientist and a doctor on their case.
Right.
That's very, very distinct.
No, this is why the outcomes are so good,
Yes.
and this is why this is considered, the best hospital, if not in the world, but certainly in the United States.
In the world.
In the world. There you go. It's going to be in the world. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you. And if you have any health topics you want to talk about, tweet me at Dr. Manny on Fox. Until next time, I'm Dr. Manny.